Welcome back to My Carolina Today. Our next guest was a finalist on Last Comic Standing and is frequently seen on all of the late night talk shows.
He's performing at Good Nights Comedy Club this weekend. Give it up for Myq Kaplan.
Hi.
Wow. Thank you, guys.
What's up, Myq?
I'm happy to be here. Happy to receive top billing over mole chicken. That's
Right?
nice. I've come a long way in my career.
Or maybe you're just the opening act to Mole Ole Chicken.
That's very. That's happened in the past. I performed at a college once, and I think on the big poster it was like free chicken wings and comedy by Myq Kaplan.
I'm in the doors.
Absolutely.
So you toured all over colleges and all over the country. What about your personal life? You married? You got kids?
I was married, so I did that, and I had kids. I didn't. I was like done with those. Just had them. Like you're off. No, I have a girlfriend now. That she. It's funny. I was outside in front of the co-op that I shop at, and I was sitting on a bench talking to an older woman, and she was like, "Oh, do you have any pets?" There was like a dog nearby. She said, "Do you have any pets?" And I said, "No, I travel too much to have a pet to take care of." And she says, "Oh, so you're probably not married either." And I'm like, that doesn't. I mean, I definitely. I'm not married, you're right, but I don't know if you came to it the right. Like, I have a girlfriend, but she can take care of herself like a dog can't. Like, she's perfectly capable. She has her own place and everything. Like, I don't need to put out water or anything. Like, she's
a week's worth of food for her.
She's actually older than me. Like, she's not just in dog years. Like, she's a grown-up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I am dating a grown-up. That's what my personal life's about.
But kids down the road, maybe?
I mean, I'm mostly not interested. I mean, certainly maybe. Like, who knows what I don't want to happen will happen.
Accidents happen.
I think people, they absolutely. I think half of the kids that exist are because of accidents. That when people get them, then they're like, oh, I like it, and I wouldn't do it any other way. But there are people who, I talk to them off the record. They're like, I would have done it a different way. I could have. But no, there's people who want them and love them, and then they should have them. Then there's people who don't want them and don't love them and don't have them. So good. And then there's people in the middle who don't want them and have them, and that's the problem. I think that's the main. But yeah, I would maybe at a point in my life, like I think it's just I don't know about the future. Like I don't know about my own future. Like I don't know where the money that I'm gonna make is coming from next year. Like so I'm willing to put that risk on myself, but I don't want to right now put like another life. I don't want to create another life and be like, well, let's roll the dice on you also. Like I'll take responsibility for me, but I'm just trying to be as selfless as possible here.
Okay, so you're pretty good looking, right?
That's nice of you to say.
Yeah.
Coming from a good-looking person.
Well, thank you. Pretty cute comedian.
Oh. Is that the whole question? Yes, I know. I didn't know. I don't know.
Did you get that a lot?
No. I former cheerleaders telling me that I'm good looking. Not at all. In high school, it was like the opposite. Like me being like, you guys are no. Goodbye. Okay. I'm sitting by my locker. You're cheerleaders. Good. I did when I was like 14. I had my first big crush was on like the most popular, one of the most. I feel like everybody was the most popular girl, and like nobody. I was so whenever anybody would talk to me, it was just like. That's so weird. Like when somebody was nice and would hold open the door, I'm like, what's the trick? Like what's going on here? Just because there was like, one or two bad apples that you think, poison the whole bunch. And you're like, I'll just be afraid for a few years and then go to college and realize, oh, you can be yourself. And people will eventually tell you that you're cute.
Well, so we only have about 30 seconds left. Tell me about the album. What is it, Meet?
Meet Robots is the name of my most recent album. I don't have time to get into the whole thing, but I have a robot, a recorder that I use to record all my ideas, and a friend will tell me, hey, put that in Robot if I say something funny, but one time the batteries weren't working, so I was like, I said something funny, he's like, you gotta put that in Robot. I'm like, I can't. He's like, well, then just put it in Meat Robot. That's my brain, a robot made of meat. And it also just refers to sort of my whole being as well. So Meat Robot, everybody. Use your Meat Robots and go over to your regular robot and purchase a Meat Robot.
And see Myq Kaplan this weekend at Good Nights Comedy Club. Thank you for joining us, man.
Thanks so much for having me.
For tickets, make sure you go to goodnightscomedy.com.